Welcome back, everybody. Daredevil episode 4 has dropped. I've loved this show so far. It is amazing. It's the same tone, the same feel, the same great storytelling and production from the Netflix series. So the transition, in my opinion, has been very smooth. I've loved this story so far. It's very intriguing to see Matt putting aside Daredevil, Fisk saying he's putting aside Kingpin. They're both changed men by events that have taken place in their lives. What's very intriguing about the show is we've had 3 episodes and every one of them has had shocking moments. Multiple shocking moments. And then episode 3 with White Tiger being taken out at the end of the episode, as brutal as he was. And then you see the Punisher vest. Now, we know that's not Frank Castle. We've seen the Dirty Cops with the tattoos, the Punisher, or at least the skull tattoo. So there's certainly some tie in there. And all I'm really concerned about at this point in time is that Frank Castle is going to show up. He is not going to be happy that his name, however this plays out, we're going to suspect that the news is going to get out there that the Punisher took out White Tiger for unknown reasons, and Frank is going to be forced to answer back, and that's not somebody you want coming after you. I can't wait to see how this plays out. The show is awesome. So the move in the show, the trajectory of the show is this anti-vigilantism push by Fisk, and this will help spurn that on. He wanted a guilty verdict for Hector Ayala, which he didn't get. It kind of shocked me that they found him. Not that it didn't shock me in the case. The case, there was no way they could convict him, but it was shocking that storytelling-wise, I thought that they were going to push for a guilty verdict to help this anti-vigilantism that Fisk is pushing, and that's how I thought the story was going to go. It actually went the other way. They found him not guilty, and then he's seen as a hero in the eyes of the people, and then you have another vigilante, not really Frank Castle, but the media will report the Punisher vigilante took out White Tiger. So really interesting to see where the show is gonna go. I can't wait. All right, if you're new, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying this reaction. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on the series. I love it so far. This is great stuff on Disney. I was a little concerned with this being owned by Disney on Disney Plus, but I think they are delivering, and I'm just going to enjoy this ride. I hope you are too. All right, here we go. Daredevil, Born Again, episode 4, right now. It's got to be Hector's personal belonging. Yeah, there's the mask. Man, that was brutal at the end of that episode.
I want to see my uncle, Hector Ayala.
Oh,
You're not supposed to be here.
So
it's okay.
She's the niece that guess she takes on the White Tiger persona.
It's best you remember Hector the way he was. Come on, let's go.
Sad.
They killed him, didn't they?
The dirty. They're not. We can't really say the police because these are actions unbecoming of a police officer.
Busted up a fight with his mask off. The cops were dirty. You got him out of jail. They put a bullet through his head. Gotta be good at math to put one and one together.
Smart kid.
No one's doing anything about it, and no one's ever gonna do anything about it. Because he was just Hector from the Heights, and they're...
Whoa. Poor kid. What's this? Whoa.
What kind of normal routine is that? Absolutely not.
Dude, and working for Fisk is...
What can I say? I love the guy.
Ha!
I know you're gonna say union contracts, but no. We're gonna start with the courts. Dual jurisdiction. It's genius.
Are these boxes evidence? Nah, the mother boxes was evidence. I paid for this.
Hey, seriously, nothing for fatty.
Okay,
Whoa.
let's go.
But I would urge you to sit in the discomfort and maybe just for a moment we can acknowledge the affair.
Uh-oh.
Tell me about Adam.
Yeah.
Why him?
It was his hands. His hands drew
You're gonna get Adam killed.
beautiful sketches. I mean, just.
We not.
He wasn't part of my husband's world.
What world is that? Politics?
Business.
Business.
I see.
Never.
You left, which felt like taking half of me away.
Did that trigger something for you, Vanessa?
Well, obviously.
My father gambled. His behavior aided my mother, crushed her. I never respected her for that.
See Fisk looking at her like he's learning something. That's the one thing about him with her. He just...
Did you end the affair?
Never had the opportunity.
Uh-oh.
Why not? Did something happen?
Did Fisk already do it?
Wilson, did you confront this man?
Yes.
Oh, he did. Off screen. We didn't
Had a dialogue.
Huh. At the end of a barrel?
kind of
Or his,
dialogue?
actually his fist. It wouldn't be.
Clarifying one.
Would you like to be more specific?
No.
Your methods are much more direct.
No, they were, not now. It was a conversation. That's all. There's no expression of ill intent.
And where is Adam now?
I don't know.
Where is Adam?
Without forgiveness, and I say this to both of you, there can be no real healing.
True.
Forgiveness isn't just the highest act of love. It is the only way forward.
My husband is capable of many, many things. Some of them extreme. Harming me is not one of them.
See how that plays out. Oh, the BB report.
Vigilantes, love them. Should have had that a long time ago. They're the only people that can solve the problem in New York. I wish I could be a vigilante. I'd be out there.
Look at this. I get the friggin' blind, dude.
Mr. Bradford, my name is Matthew Murdoch. I'm gonna be your lawyer.
Lucky me.
As I understand it, you've been...
Yeah, definitely lucky you.
By the way, when he detained you, you were in possession of multiple boxes of fiddle-faddle caramel.
Could it have been a scroll?
Scroll!
Nope. And the bigger problem we have... Last time you got arrested for stealing, you got a 30-day sentence.
Is 30 the same as probation?
Nope. I'm 30, you do 20.
Then I ain't taking.
Huh.
Guess we're gonna have to talk.
Look, I don't want to hear no more in which case. This is my case, and I'm going home on it. You hear me?
He's adamant.
Loud and clear.
He
Then
is.
go out there and do your job and get me some probation.
Yeah, let me see what I can do.
See? See, that's funny. Because you can't see.
If only you knew.
So the guy's looking for probation.
And I'm looking for Mr. Wright. You're not him by any chance, are you, Murdoch?
Maybe for probation.
Or how? Also, deterrence works.
Mr. Bradford's rap sheet would suggest otherwise.
Maybe we have.
Huh.
Come on, Sophia. You really want to prove a point of some stolen caramel corn on Latvian Heritage Day?
How'd you know I was Latvian?
Huh.
Piece of honey cake for breakfast.
Wow.
It's a blind thing. Yeah, heightened senses.
It's a blind thing. I love that song.
A little bit more about that.
Plus, with a name like Azola.
Well,
Matt.
and final offer: Mr. Bradford can have 10 days.
Oh, wow.
I don't. But I do hope he appreciates you.
Thank you.
He ain't gonna... he ain't gonna want that.
What? Oh,
Oh.
Councilor Murdoch. Funny how we keep finding each other like this.
Isn't it? You
He walks like that guy
work today?
that took out White Tiger.
Ayala made you look bad, didn't he? Actually, he flat out embarrassed you.
Wow.
Is that why you did it?
You have yourself a nice day.
He had a family.
Wow.
Father wore this badge, mother wears this badge, cousins wear this badge. They're all knuckleheads, but they're good cops. And I don't know nothing about nothing to do with what happened to Hector.
Sure you don't. Heartbeat staying consistent.
An attorney who assaults a police officer? Some of my more excitable colleagues on the force.
Only you'd have to bring a few more than the last time we met, wouldn't you?
I'll be seeing you, Counselor.
Wow. These dialogues are awesome.
There are processes.
Yes, processes. I don't have much use for red tape.
Can't do that without the council's approval.
Get the council.
No, we can't get their approval until we ask the public advocate to put it on the docket.
That's the first step.
Yes, sir.
Let's take that step.
He's cracking me up. You don't...
What's happening down here is a bigger problem than you realize. The other bosses will continue to create havoc until one of them ascends or they all die.
Wow.
Great news.
You got me that probation?
No, sir.
Last time I got 30 days. Know what happened? I missed my SSI appointment and they cut my benefits.
Ouch.
Yeah, just once. I want a dessert. Something that don't taste like crap. Something that tastes real good. So why not get the caramel corn? And you come in here and tell me that that's a gift? That I should thank you?
You're right.
The moral dilemma. But stealing is stealing. But it's tough. I don't know why it's so funny. All these little kids singing. to Kingpin.
It was me. I totally screwed up.
You did this.
It was a mistake. I went out and I...
Yeah, you went out with BB.
Just wonderful. Children have such talent.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Now for our next one.
No.
That's enough.
Mayor garbage! Is that it? Is that your best? You are all here to help me execute my promises.
Daniel.
To the people, simple promises. I will find out which one of you leaked.
He's gonna confess it.
I'll find out.
It was me, sir. I screwed up. I completely made a mistake. This entire thing is my fault.
Uh-oh. He'll respect him for being honest.
Everybody out! Out!
Let's see.
Look, I had a lot to drink. Tequila and...
Tequila will do it, man.
Forever grateful for the opportunity, and I'll spend the rest of my life forgetting how badly I screwed it up. I believe in you, and you'll have my vote forever, and whatever happens to me, I'll do whatever I...
He's just...
I've learned that loyalty and courage, two qualities that are not easily replicated.
Remind him of Wesley.
Daniel, just shut up.
Mm-hmm.
In the fullness of time, you'll make a better man. That said, if you ever do anything like that again, it will be the last thing that you ever do. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. It'll never happen again.
Famous last words.
I know you're in.
There he is. There he is. Going crazy.
What are you doing here? How you been? Good?
Peachy.
Peachy. Just taking Frank.
What? Clyde and I were shot, Frank. Guess whose logo I found on the bullet casing?
Well, there it is.
Good fanboys, huh?
Yeah, a lot of them cops.
What's that got to do with me?
Nice place you got here.
Appreciate that.
Could be a service.
Yeah, be a service, huh? Are you a service, Red?
Red, he's the color red.
You prance around the city in a Halloween costume, beating the snot out of bad guys. Hey, thank you for your service.
I mean, you could help people. You could save lives.
Actually, I did that.
Picking up right where they left off.
On range, Red. Look at what it got me.
Oh, I apologize. I didn't realize you were a victim in all this.
Toward my entire life, you don't put it in my mouth. You understand that?
So you tell me what's going on here, day after day, just hiding out.
I ain't hiding from you. Walked in that door.
Plotting your next kill?
I'm right.
Great. How's that working?
You want to go out there on the street, have at it. But I do not have time for your candy-ass hero
I love it. I just love this.
See, I think you want my permission. You want to get your hands on somebody, huh? You want to hurt them? Maybe a little bit scared. A little scared about what that means.
Interesting take. I like it. But yeah, no. Sorry, buddy. Way off on that one.
You're so foolish. It counts. You're so foolish. You're guilty.
Excuse me?
That guilt, that shame, that's my home, Red. And I can see it on you. I can smell it on you. It's all over you.
I'm gonna come back another day, Frank. Maybe catch you at a better time.
I don't think there is a better time.
Saving lives. How about that friend of yours? You save his...
Oh no.
You lost him, didn't you, Red?
It's not about him.
Then say his name.
It's not about him.
Say his name. Say his name, you coward!
Wow.
Hey, it's not about him. You hate yourself. He's eating you up because you ain't done a damn thing about it. So...
Oh, there we go. Frank, man.
Sorry. I apologize.
Those were the push.
Sorry for it. First honest thing you did, Red.
It's not about him.
No.
Okay.
It's all about him. He talks to you, doesn't he? Hear his voice. Every time I start moving, I still hear my little boy. I see him, and I hear his voice. He says, get him, Daddy.
Oh, wow.
That's why I do what I do. That's why he's eating at you. That's why he's eating at you, because you know you didn't do a thing, and it's gonna keep eating at you. It's gonna keep eating and eating and eating. There's no getting.
He did push Bullseye off the roof.
I did what I had to do. I let the system take care of the rest.
Oh, you damn sick. You and your... So what now? Every day Bullseye goes to the chow hall, eats his slop, You know he gets to breathe the same air that you breathe. You feel good about that? He got life!
Yeah, literally.
How about old Foggy?
He get life?
He get life.
Right.
Foggy, he was the kindest, purest soul I ever met. And guys like you and me, we could work a lifetime and never measure up to his decency.
This is good.
Goodbye, Frank.
No. We ain't saying goodbye yet. That was awesome. I love those conversations between those two. It was awesome. Sweet. Let's go. Oh, we're going full. I love this. Yeah.
Please, Mr. Fisk.
Mayor Fisk, I was told forgiveness is the highest form of love. I wonder, would you agree with that, Adam?
Oh, no. He's holding the guy. So you got Bat, Daredevil's calling, and there's Kingpin.
Please. Please.
Wow.
Let me out!
Sweet. Okay, I forgot about this. Oh. What in the... Whew. Wow. That ending. So, is that Muse? I didn't read the comics. I know that there's a villain. It's supposed to be pretty diabolical. Crazy villain named Muse. I guess that's him. Again, I'm not familiar with the comics, so I'm kind of thinking maybe these are, if there's some runs out there that I should read to kind of familiarize myself with him. If you want to let me know what comics that would be, I would be grateful, because I'll definitely check those out. But that being said, that's crazy. That's messed up. What I'm trying to figure out is, what's his tie into the story? How is this going to work out? I don't know what that is at this point. I don't know if we know. But it's another added element to the show that brings a lot of intrigue and definitely some mystery and some pretty messed up, out there, next level craziness. That guy was awake. He woke up while his blood was being drained from him. Ugh. Okay, great episode. Number one part of this episode was the conversation between Frank and Matt. Awesome conversation, picking up right with the conversations they had from season 2 of Daredevil on Netflix. Like, we know the story. Frank is about executing his own justice all the way complete, and Matt's moral code is different than Frank's, and they're always kind of at odds with their methods. But Frank is smart, and he knows what buttons to push with Matt, and he certainly sensed that Red, as he calls him, which I always loved. He's wanting to execute his own justice. So we still have this moral dilemma that goes on within Matt, still playing out as he is now wanting to put the suit back on and be Daredevil. That was a great scene, and the dichotomy and the contrast between Daredevil calling to Matt, and then Fisk eating his dinner with Adam in prison. So you kept saying, you know something's going on with Adam. Like, where's Adam? Who's Adam? And then I guess that would make sense where, if you remember the prior episodes, they showed Fisk knuckles more than once, and they were kind of bloodied. It makes sense. I would suspect that it was Adam's, that's from Adam, from him laying beat down on Adam. He's being held captive in a cage by Wilson Fisk, and he goes in there and he eats while Adam is in there begging him to be let out. We also see the dilemma with Matt where he knows, like, he wants to believe and trust in the system. And from an ideological standpoint, yes, the system is supposed to be what, it's supposed to work, supposed to be what it is, supposed to mete out justice. But everybody knows human systems fail. And there's corruption, and there's bias, and there's all kinds of stuff, and prejudice, and all kinds of stuff that takes place in a corrupt system. At the end of the day, Matt is seeing that the system just is not working. In fact, Frank pointed that out to him when he said, where Matt was saying, well, Bullseye got life, and then Frank said, well, what did Foggy get? Did Foggy get life? So Matt seeing that the system is flawed, and again, it's what's bringing the vigilante out in him. It's he wants to go back to doing what Daredevil does, and he sees why Frank executes justice the way that Frank does. It's extreme. It's harsh, and there's laws, obviously, but it's a result. Vigilantism is a result of a flawed system. And what are we supposed to do with the moral dilemma that Matt is facing with Leroy? Look, Leroy's a thief. Stealing is stealing. There's laws against stealing. You steal something, it's a crime. But at the same time, once you get into that cycle, you can't win. You're just in the cycle where the system's holding you down, and then you don't know how to get out, so you just keep repeating the same offenses. Now, that's a very simplistic way to put it. I understand that. But Matt is seeing how the system is not helping Leroy. Leroy's not helping Leroy, and the system's not helping Leroy. And Matt feels like, well, is he even helping Leroy? I think the reason that the reason that whole scene was in there is it's building again on Matt's dilemma that, man, the system that I want to believe in so much is just not working. So therefore, Daredevil is calling him. That he's feeling the pull to be back to what he wants to do. And that's to be Daredevil, the vigilante. So this was a setup episode. It's a little bit slower paced. It had some highlights in it that I really enjoyed. Frank and Matt, that conversation was awesome. I really hope that Frank's in this more. That wasn't all that we're getting of the Punisher. I really hope there's more Frank Castle in this show. Let that be a thing. That was the highlight of the episode for me. Seeing Fisk not really knowing how to be mayor, just wanting to get things done, doesn't want to deal with the red tape. But Kingpin is still in him, which we saw at the end of the episode. So those were two of the two things about this episode that I enjoyed the most. But at the end of it, it's really just kind of a transition. I felt this was a transition episode to get to where our antagonist, which would be Kingpin, and our protagonist, our protagonist, Matt, Daredevil, they're both being pulled back to what they truly are. And now we have this new villain, Muse, who's entering into the picture, and how this whole story is going to interweave and tie in together along with the Punisher and whoever else shows up. Man, it's intriguing, and I can't wait to see how it's going to play out. Last thing I'll say is John Bernthal, man, he just nails that character so awesome. I can't take my eyes off. When Frank has the screen, when he's the center of attention, you just are glued to it. The same with Wilson Fisk. I mean, Fisk is the same way, but there's something about John Bernthal playing the Punisher that just is next level for me. It's awesome stuff. And that's why I hope that he's certainly, that this wasn't the last of him in this episode. It wasn't just a cameo. I did hear that there's some Punisher stuff in the works with Disney, which I'm super excited about. Obviously, there's going to be a season 2 of Daredevil Born Again, so there's plenty of opportunity for Frank to be in this more, and I'm sure he will be. It's a good episode, like I said, kind of a transition episode. Those first 3 episodes were phenomenal. This one was also very good, slowed the pace down a little bit, helped transition the characters, helped us understand where the characters are at mentally and what they're dealing with, and introduce that new villain. So I'm certainly looking forward to these last 5 episodes. They're going to get crazy, I'm sure of that. It's just going to be a whole lot of fun. Cannot wait. All right, so let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Did you enjoy this episode? Again, be sure to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this reaction. Cannot wait till next week, and we'll see you next time.